I reckon Mrs M's gonna toss it in. The freak's giving her as hard a time as us.
I always thought water stuck together.
Screws do. Except when they're bent and running scared, and that is when they are most dangerous.
Why is Ferguson cook on Mrs Morris then?
'Cause she lagged on her.
I won't back away from you.
Haven't you been doing just that lately?
To a degree, I suppose I have. But it won't last. And in the end, you can bet I'll be waving you goodbye.
You already tried that, and it didn't work.
At the moment, you're manipulating the system. But sooner or later, you'll make a mistake.
Because of that lagging bitch, I've got to go back to WA. I thought you'd been inside before. Parkwoods, 2 murders, 1 a cop.
What's the difference in? One jail's the same as the other.
Not in West Australia, it's not.
Over there, they still have the death penalty for killing cops.
Hell.
Do you know what you've done, Lawson? You've just put a noose around my neck. You hear that? I killed a cop. Oh, now, come on, cool it. They haven't invoked the death penalty in Western Australia for years. They can change their mind any time they like.
I didn't know.
You stupid bitch. And you drunken slob. I'm gonna hang because of you. Yeah, well, maybe if you'd come clean with us in the first place. Anyway, tell us about this cop you wasted. Was that during the robbery? The robbery came later, after I got out of Parkwoods. Oh, you're a right little charmer, aren't you, Carter? It's not Carter. It's Mackenzie. Nola Mackenzie. And I had my reasons. I spent 20 years in a stinking little hole in Sydney with a drunken family that only sobered up long enough to draw their dole checks. When I ran off and married Eddie, I thought I was getting away from it all. Perth was so clean. For 10 years I stuck it out. But it was like bashing my head against a brick wall. He was a born loser right from the word go.
Yeah, well, we've all been through that.
Have you ever lived on the Nullarbor? There's nothing out there except lousy scrub and the trains going past. I used to stand on the veranda trying to keep the dust out of my eyes, watching the Indian Pacific go past. All those people going somewhere. And me, stuck in the middle of nowhere.
So why didn't you hop on a train and clear off?
What with? He kept me broke. He blew every cent we had on booze. And so you blasted him? Yeah. He was sitting there on the veranda cracking tinnies by the dozen. Stinking hot. He told me I stank. He laughed and called me a filthy slag. So I got his rifle and I just kept firing. Then I got into the truck and cleared off. Tried to get away.
How far did you get?
Not far enough. Eddie's best mate was the local copper. Oh, he was a real pig. He got on the radio to Perth and then he came after me. It took 3 shots to finish him. You don't do things by halves, do you? I thought I could be something. Go somewhere. Next thing I know, I'm in the slammer with a death penalty over me head. Well, I thought I was entitled to some life. So I busted out. I did a bank over. Hopped on a goods train. And for the first time in my life, I was on my way. And now this. Oh, yes. I've got a lot to thank you for.
Meg, would you prepare the reclassification reports, please?
Yes. And will you get a social worker in here? We need someone to relate to the women.
Yes, I know. I'll approach the department.
Great. We should get him round about the turn of the century. We need someone now.
What's got into you?
I have had Joan Ferguson right up to here, and she is not going to push me out, not until I am ready to go.
No, well, I should hope not. You're a damn good officer.
I'm beginning to wonder what a good officer is. I really am. Why don't you tell me?
Well, efficiency, dedication.
Compassion?
I guess so.
Well, it sickens me to see what Joan Ferguson's doing here. And she's convincing you and Erica that the women have no rights at all.
I beg your pardon, but that isn't true.
Isn't it? Well, get a social worker in here. It'll knock the bottom right out of her dirty little schemes.
Yes, all right. I said I'd approach the department, and I shall. Well, okay, Slugger. Get back to your corner. Round 2 should be a Lulu.
And she bawled her eyes out. And then they said, well, we're not bringing her anymore because it's sort of upsetting her.
Well, at least she saw a few times.
You know, that Nola's really got it in for you and Paddy, hasn't she? I wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
Well, you don't have to be, so quit moaning.
I still have to share a cell with her, don't I? I don't want to take it out on me. She's crook on you for nicking her money.
Look, I needed that money to get my kids back.
Now, look, you leave off. You haven't been here long enough to pass judgments on people.
So I've got to learn the system somehow, don't I? I thought there were rules among cons.
I'm not saying what she did was right, but you'd do anything to get your kids back. I know, I've been there.
All right. Well, what about Paddy then? One pinches dough from another crim and the other one lags to the cops. Even I know that's not on. So what are you going to do about that?
Why don't you butt out, Trixie? No one agrees with what Paddy did. But Hazel was going to take the rap for that robbery. And as for Nola's cash, she was pretty dumb to leave it lying around the halfway house. But if anyone takes on either of them, they'll have me to answer to. Do you understand?
Sure. It's not my problem anyhow.
I wish you'd minded your own business. You know you had the devil's own job keeping them away from you.
What are you doing?
Sorting things out. People dump stuff off here all the time, so I sort it, I mend it, I launder it, I hang it on the racks.
God, it's filthy.
That's okay, I've had me shots.
You'd need them around here.
Oh, a lot of people are grateful for this stuff, Fran.
I suppose so.
Well, sometimes we even get good quality items, but we've struck out this time.
Judy, how long are you going to keep this up?
What, working at the house? As long as I can, why?
Well, surely you could do better than this.
I'm an ex-con, Fran. That means that the cards are stacked against me.
Yeah, but there must be something, anything.
I don't want to do anything else. I really enjoy my work here. God, sometimes I can help people break drug habits, and I help them get the pension, a job, even a little dignity. Oh, I know sometimes people come through here on a downhill skid, but usually I can help.
Yeah, but look at this place.
Well, so what? I'm able to help people here. Do you have any idea what that means to me?
Of course.
For the first time in my life, Fran, I feel good about myself.
How long do you reckon you got before they take you back?
I don't know. I've got to play for time.
Isn't this supposed to be running a show around here? How come she's letting Paddy off with lagging? Don't seem right to me. I mean, she's going to be getting out of here, and you're going back to Western Australia and...
Shut up! Nobody gets away with anything. How much did my old man and that copper get away with?
Oh, nothing. You fixed them both.
Right. I fix everyone who crosses me, and don't you forget it.
Hey, steady on. I'm on your side, remember?
Good. You'll sleep better that way.
All right, come on, up and at 'em. We haven't got all day.
I feel like I've been run over by a truck.
When I get out, I'm going to get a night job and sleep every day till noon.
Yeah, you've only got 4 days, haven't you?
Yep. Can't come fast enough.
Yeah, for me either. Oh, not that I'm trying to get rid of you.
Oh, I know. Nola. Oh, don't worry, I'll stay out of her way.
You got a job lined up?
No. Don't fancy my chances either. I'm not trained at anything.
Ask the screws to get a careers advisor in for you.
Any help?
It can be. Better than going it alone, anyway.
You know, I wouldn't mind seeing one of them
About what?